Hello, we're on part 2 of episode 14 of Disney Survivor 60 Days. I'm working through episode 15 right now. I'm hoping that I can get to episode 16 today and that we can finish this, and I will then post about different ones later. Um, so let's get in. Previously, we mentioned that President Park thinks about how naive he is about politics after he he thinks about the conversation he had before. Mm. You see, Assemblyman O talked to her son, which is revealed that he is actually gay. So that's one of the reasons why she was probably for Discrimination Act. Hannah breaks later on. Hannah breaks into Kim's tailor shop. She grabs General Un's phone from the chair. She gets in the safe, and as she's trying to take things, she is taken. Guard Chen checks with the team but can't find her. He informs President Park, who tells him to make sure that she's not another victim. Mr. Kim tells the Assemblyman O that everything going as planned. He says that she is in the detention center as a defender. The Assembly O says that he needs to meet him, and he needs to. Well, meet the VIP, and he needs to show a room for faith. Mr. Kim tells him that he'll set up a meeting after the announcement. The henchman for Mr. Kim says that Hannah is ready. Instead of being a detention center, she is locked up in a car, I guess a hatchback, and is wired to explode in a shopping mall. And Mr. Kim also tells the henchman that he talks too much. Hannah gets out by breaking some glass and using the glass to break out. She does notice that she's in a crowded place, so she breaks back into the car, and she drives it out in under 7 seconds out to the lake. I don't know how far away the lake is. The lake is from the main lake from the shopping mall, but I'm thinking from the fact that there's a lot of traffic and stuff. I don't think she would have got up there in 7 minutes, but it's movie magic. She gets out. She calls the president to inform him that she has all the information she needs to arrest Assemblyman O. She runs with the team. Assemblyman, while she's running to get him, gets a call. He disappears before he can announce his presidency. Assemblyman O tries to call Mr. Kim, but he's not answering. President Paul Mo's telling the public about everything. Mr. Kim, in a flashback, warns that General that General says that he'll help him if he ends President Park. It's revealed then that Assemblyman O then get a call from General Un, who says that he will destroy. He will help him destroy President Park. President tells him that he'll join his military coup, because apparently he's gotten with a bunch of generals to do a military coup, and with which you find out by it turns out that Agent Han has actually been working behind the scenes, has followed his ex boss, and he overheard with equipment that he planted the general's talking. He gets the shit beat out of him. Hannah, he calls right before that he gets grabbed. Hannah grabbed just in time before he gets killed by a bunch of Mr. Kim and them henchmen. well, not Mr. Kim, but the former the director's henchman. Uh, Agent Han goes into the ready room and informs everyone, and Hana informs them that the general heads up a special a private group called the Milky Way, and that it basically these members of society is one of the top army and stuff people around, and that he commands a whole bunch of people under it. So President Park, wondering to himself who's not involved, he goes to the person that he fired before, and now I'm messing up with the names. It says on here, but it's not on, or I don't know. It's the former general. I'm sorry, I'm a little tired, and basically he tells him that basically tells him, well, no, yeah, basically tells him that he needs his help and everything, but at first he's not okay. Side note, General Un tells Mr. Kim that after tomorrow, because it's within hours, that after the coup he'll have time for the VIP, being all snarky, ha ha ha. And President Park goes to the man he's hired. He tries to talk to him. And at first, he refuses, but and everybody fears that the general will go to them. But the thing about it is that Milky Way is for the elites, and he never really wasn't one of those graduates, wasn't one of the upper end. Those could, the people who automatically get graduated into to officers. He was never that person. So President Park hopes that him coming to him, telling him that unless you come and help us stop the coup, a whole lot of people who weren't graduates are going to die under their leadership, and it will be violence, and civilians could be caught up in it, and it's really important that he stops them. So it's not until we figure out what's going to happen that it's not too late. On the side note, Hana finally catches up with Dude and Assemblyman O, and it's a standoff, and then out of nowhere, Assemblyman O secretary says, "Well, you can't die like this. You have to leave as a hero." He pulls out a gun. He shoots Assemblyman O, and then shoots himself. General An Kang shows up with the rest of the generals. Well, he says General Lee. So, yeah, his name is General Lee, I guess. Even though they go back and forth with names, it's a long name. And General Lee comes up and meets them. And so that's the end of episode 14. All right.